Got lots going on in the GBG Spring Break Bus, by the way, coming up like in 20 minutes, 25 minutes. A brand new live happening live on the show. Kyle, fill us in on the GBG.
Okay. I don't know if you guys were watching Entertainment Tonight last night, but I noticed something very interesting. They had Dionne Warwick on the show, and as you know, she was very close with Whitney Houston. So they start asking her about Whitney's death, and it almost seems like the chick asking the questions went maybe a little bit too far.
The world awaits these toxicology reports, as I'm sure the family does. What do you expect to hear?
You know, in all honesty, I think she had a heart attack. That's what I think happened to her.
Body gave up.
I think so. I think she had a heart attack.
Years of abuse, wears and tears.
Well, I don't know if it's that or not. I think her heart just gave out.
Such a rare
Sure
saying
you
is,
do.
Dionne
Right.
Warwick live breaking. So you think that she was murdered?
I know. It was
Let me
almost
tell
like,
you what
no,
happened in
that's
that
not
room.
what I'm saying. She had to say it 3 times. I'm like, look, she said it 3 times. And the last time I was like, no, I think her heart gave out.
Who do you think killed Whitney Houston?
No, I was like,
No, I think, is she
Take it easy,
actually talking?
lady.
You guys see The Help?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dionne Warwick sounds like the old cleaning lady that, what's the girl's name that's the star of the movie?
Oh,
We've had her on the show before. She's from here.
Emma Stone.
It sounds
Yes.
like that one that Emma Stone went to go visit that died of a broken heart.
right. Oh,
Famous actress plays her too. What's her name?
I don't know.
Cecil B. DeMille, I think is her name.
That's it.
I can't come up with that right
What
now
is
either.
her name?
All right,
But
you
she
two
played
work on
Harriet
that.
Tubman.
You two work on that.
Oh.
And I'm going to let you know some other Whitney Houston dish. Apparently her daughter, Bobby
Cicely
Christina.
That's it.
Bobby Christina is now dating her adopted brother, Nick Gordon. You can see a picture of the happy couple on our website, johnjamerich.com, keyword GBG. The two were spotted kissing and holding hands together last Friday right outside of a Target store in Georgia. Now, Nick lived with Whitney since he was 12 years old. That's when he was dubbed her, quote, unquote, secret son. Secret son. And a lot of people are going, well, they weren't related, so who cares? And then there's some other people going, ew, that's gross. I don't care. He's still kind of your brother. Ew.
My cousin did that.
Really? I
Yeah.
know someone who dated their cousin.
My cousin had a baby with like a quote unquote cousin.
Really?
What's the quote unquote part?
Like
that seems pretty important.
My uncle had a girlfriend that had a baby, and then my nephew went to go live with them when they were like 10. And they ended up fooling around and getting married and having a kid.
So technically, they're not blood related, but they
Right.
were cousins in a way.
But they've known
shape
each
or
other
form.
since they were little.
Yeah, it's
a
odd to
big
some
turn
people.
on.
To each their own, though, right? Last time Lindsay Lohan was in court for a progress hearing, the judge was like, "Yay for you!"
Ms. Lohan, you're in the home stretch. You seem to be getting your life back on track, and that's what we all hoped for.
Okay. They said you gotta keep it together at least till the end of all of this. But Lindsay Lohan may have found herself in a little bit of trouble. Supposedly, she hit someone while driving away from a club last night, which, by the way, she said she wasn't going to go to anymore, and then fled the scene. A hit and run, people.
Is that wrong?
Supposedly, yes.
No, to each their own there.
No, she was in her new Porsche driving out of the parking lot when she was blocked by the paparazzi. Her car made contact with the manager of the nearby bar or whatever. And then she was like, oh no, gotta get the heck out of here. Peeled out and left. Now, sources say the manager didn't suffer any injuries or anything like that, but, the cops were called. So this may be something that gets her in a lot of trouble, because if it's considered a violation of probation, well, this judge has already said, you need to shape up or stuff's going to happen.
You will have to go back to jail for up to 37 minutes.
That Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, seriously. This time it might be 38 minutes, Lindsay. Okay. This I thought was quite interesting, because he is somewhat of a sex symbol in Hollywood, Leonardo DiCaprio. His latest girlfriend is making a big stink about his hygiene. The 37-year-old actor and environmentalist avoids underarm deodorant and daily showers to help save the planet. But his personal environment has turned off his beautiful new girlfriend. She's a model. Of course, he only kind of dates model chicks. And from what I'm hearing, he is let himself go, and he's trying to be natural, but it really just reeks.
With the deodorant or with the manscaping and all that?
I guess with everything.
Because he doesn't seem like a hairy guy. I don't think he'd have
Did she say he was hairy?
He's the kind of guy. Well, she said let him go with everything. So I could see him as the kind of guy with maybe those really long hairs on his nipples, but not like a hairy chest. You know what I'm saying?
That could have saved him on the Titanic. He could have tied one of those to the door.
But he wasn't. He was only 17 then. He didn't have the hair.
No, it's mostly about his stench.
Oh, okay.
And he smells really horrible. When she gets close to him, it's like, whoa, go shower. And he's like, I'm not showering. I'm
Kyle,
saving the environment.
Since the advent for me of Bikram yoga and juicing, I don't really stink anymore. So I barely wear deodorant. I don't wear cologne, and I didn't put deodorant on today. Smell me.
No thanks.
Smell.
No thanks.
So you know that's the problem with people who don't wear deodorant is they can't smell themselves.
Like I went to put deodorant on, but it was down to underneath the thing, so it hurt when I put it on.
I've never been so glad to sit so far away from you.
Smell my armpit. Just
On our website right now, johnjanerich.com, type in the keyword
good, actually.
GBG. Jermaine Jones will be voted off American Idol. Supposedly won't even be on the show tonight because he hid some crimes from the producers and totally lied to them. You can see exactly why. All the details are on our website, johnjanerich.com, keyword GBG. And while you're there, if you can let me know what Ashley Judd did to her face and why, that would be great. She did some sort of fillers, and her face looks like Lindsay Lohan on
that's
SNL.
what it is. It's she's not overweight. She's thin, but her face looks longer.
Well,
I thought it was like HDTV or something.
They inject these fillers to, get rid of their fine lines, and that's part of what you got to go through while it's kind of
I need some of that filler between my ears.
What? Like in your brain?
Yeah.
Like a brain?
Just to fill it up, maybe it'll
I'll
give
second
me
that
bigger
motion.
words to say.
Okay.
Like uncomfortable. It's a big word. Uncomfortable. It's like 6 syllables.